Hello?
Steven Universe?
Alright, hey, this is another test, but it's not going to work out because there's a 15-second delay. Is my mic? Hello? Hello? I'm sad. Sad boys, right? Is that what it's...
That is the phrase we use in these situations.
Case of the Mondays. Is this working now, or is it just terrible?
Is it just terrible? Well, I mean, the podcast is always terrible. We never do a good job, but is it
Floating text for your
listenable?
cursor. What is going on?
Static severely reduced, dude. Yeah, they removed it in the patch, actually. We just updated.
Okay, well, fuck, man. Alright. What the fuck were we talking about? I'm so... Oh, God.
Were we talking about anything? That's the thing.
You know what? Let's
We could have been talking about nothing.
We're talking about nothing. We're talking about nothing. And then this is... Oh,
Hi, guys.
my stomach's so upset right now, too, dude. I gotta take a shit and throw up.
Just take a shit on stream, man.
Fuck it.
Just film
Let's...
it.
3, 2, 1, hand motion. Alright. So, podcast 24.2, go. Alright. Basically, what we're talking about is Rising Thunder is free for anyone now. You don't need a code. Kim Woo is in Killer Instinct Season 3. They announced her, but no one has a fucking Xbox One except for Mike and like other people, but no one plays Killer Instinct. Poor Kazunoko, his
sponsor exploded.
His sponsor exploded, but apparently he has a new sponsor. Wednesday Night Fights. No one gives a fuck about online play, but hey, it's there.
Can't wait for Super Arcade.
We're waiting for Super Arcade. Keep the mic. We're looking for. I'm down for Super Arcade. I can't wait until it opens because I'm down to play. I want to play more Street Fighter. Hopefully it comes out, or hopefully it opens soon. They got a bunch of they're teaming up with World 9. I guess it's like a video game store. And then
they graduated from World 8 and became World 9.
Is it World 8? I'm sorry. So they got World 8.
Shaq's gonna be there. It's gonna be awesome.
They got World 8, and they got some YouTube guy that YouTube I guess he's into the Smash scene and some other shit.
And Ron Jeremy.
And Ron Jeremy. Okay, and so, man, I'm so upset right now. So fuck it. We had the Big Kahuna event. What the Big Kahuna event was, there were 4 qualifiers, 4 round robins. 2 people in each round robin. They went to they got a spot in the single limb tournament. So out of all those people, the originals were Alexis, Richard, Lovo, Sean, Ilya, JD, Manny, Chad. Yeah, that was it. And then the 2 people that won the wild card, or Tong won the wild card, and Lamitas got the community vote, aka the Mexican vote. And then but what happened was Ilya couldn't make it. So we had a last chance qualifier, and I won that one. And then in the end, Sean couldn't make it, but then Ilya was able to make it. It was a disaster for a TO's point of view, but in the end, it came through. Sadly, Chad couldn't make it out. I don't know why he couldn't make it because I couldn't get in contact with him. But hey, that's in the past. We had it was an 8-man tournament. And then the final contestants were Alexis, JD, Lovo, Ilya, Lamitas, myself, Manny, and who am I missing? Who cares? There's someone. And we're gonna talk about the event, what happened. It was badass. So Vince, take it away, man. Vince, it was one of the true MVPs because he commentated the whole thing basically.
Yeah,
and, Vince, tell me about your Big Kahuna experience.
My only regret was that both mics didn't work, That was the only real thing. It was from start to finish, that was one of the main things we were doing, trying to fix the mics the whole time because none of us know how to use an audio mixer. That was pretty badass. That was probably the highlight for me. The tournament was badass. There was a lot of 3-0s, but it was really, really entertaining. I've seen everybody play each other so many times and all that shit every week, but for some reason, it wasn't boring to me. It was great to watch the matches. It was great to see everybody play. Everybody had a good time, pretty much. People liked the prizes. I don't know what to say. There was a lot of surprises. Lovo, I guess, to some people would have been the surprise of the tournament because he fucked so many people up and played so well. But I had a feeling he was going to play that well. There was a lot of badass shit, and I don't know what else to say about it. I can't wait for the next one if it happens, or if the Rambats are real. I can't wait to see everybody back for those.
Okay, was there any matches that really did anything cool happen that you any sick ass plays or any badass matches? Anything crazy?
I think all the matches just in general were just pretty high level. They were pretty good to watch. I hope the commentary is good. I haven't went back and watched it yet, but I feel like it was decent. That's what everybody was saying at least. I think the real entertaining shit was the amateur hour tournament afterwards. Thank God Adrian won. He saved the careers of a lot of Street Fighter players. God bless him for that. And he retired into the heavens. I haven't seen him. He didn't come by Wednesday, so I don't know what happened with
Yeah,
that.
Wednesday was like a normal day at a house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very relaxing,
Very
which is
relaxing.
good.
Okay, so for you guys that are tuning in, so the results for the Big Kahuna was first place was Richard, first place was Pinoy, second was Elijah Bibic, third was Lovo, fourth was Tempest, tied for fifth was Alexis Lamitas, and tied for seventh was Unprotected myself and JD. I think the you know what when we start my original three I thought who was gonna take it was gonna be Richard, Alexis, and Manny, and that did not happen, and that means it was a good tournament because Fernando got third, and I did not expect Fernando to do get this high. I mean, nothing against him, he's a great player. It's just that he wasn't on my list to win. You know what I mean? If anything, he was a wild card. I know he's a lot better than a lot of these players though. So for sure he's better than don't shoot me or anything. But I really think Lobo's better than I think he's better than Lamitas. I think he's better than JD. I think he's better than myself. And and I think he's up there with Ilya. And in the end, I really think he's up there with all these players. I think he can stand with Richard. He can stand with Manny. He can stand with Alexis. He's really up there.
Depending on which version of Lovo shows up, I think he can also, and he showed up pretty good today.
Yeah.
I mean, not today, but last week, and he played well.
That was the scary part, was just like what Lovo was going to show up, and then or what, because Richard is. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna say Richard is probably the best player in San Diego right now, and he might.
Well, he did win the tournament after all.
Won the tournament, and you know what? He might be one of the top players in the whole West Coast area, because I can't really think. That's what sucks, man, about like the whole. I think the West Coast is getting weaker, as in like, because there's no more Super Arcade, so all those
losing
players,
the local really hurt a lot. That's what a Filipino man was in the chat saying that too. So was Black Skills. They were like, man, we really wish we had a place to play all that stuff. So.
Because like
it does hurt.
It hurts us a lot, and then like Train the Butter is up there, but I mean they have NorCal has like Ricky. NorCal has Ricky. I can't really name any other better player. Oh, Ricky. I can name like
Ricky, Hudaman, Kelvin. There's plenty of players up there that are pretty good.
But I feel like our SoCal highest level players can beat them. I feel that way.
Yeah.
I feel like Snake Eyes can like run a whole train on them, which he did. But
yes, that did happen.
At what was that? Was that at SCR?
Yes.
Yeah. I really feel like they can't come down. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know, man. This could be a whole conversation, as in like fucking. But is it? Do they want to come down? Like, do they want to drive all the way down here? And
there was talks about it, but you never know. People say all kinds of shit, so
who knows? Who fucking knows what's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess what
Hellfire came down a couple times. That was pretty badass.
I guess what I can start doing is promoting in other SD fight scene or SoCal threads, or tweeting and shit. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, I keep saying that this is a whole completely different game. The scene is a lot smaller than it was in Vanilla. But I mean, it could happen. I mean, if we get all those LA players to come down here, I mean, it's not like we go up there like a lot, you know what I mean? And then I don't know. I feel like a lot of times Ilya, Chris King, Richard, even Manny, Alexis, and Will, Sean, they always go up there and like
good old Will, man.
They always went up there and it's like, hey man, we're coming up here, like
yeah, what the fuck?
You should try to come down here, but I don't know. Everyone has different schedules. Who knows? But I guess return a favor once in a while. Fuck it, you know what I mean? But we'll start. We'll see. Maybe how about during the Ranbats? Hopefully we can really push the Ranbats where the people come down. I got a couple announcements for the Ranbats, a couple finger pointing guarantees, but that's not until later the
wink,
show.
Wink.
Because my momentum was really killed earlier from the mic not being on.
What are you talking about, man? It totally worked.
The mic was totally on though. But So we'll see what happens. But yeah, the Big Kahuna, it was fun. So Richard is the best player. Ilya comes in second. Fernando comes in third. Manny comes in fourth. Alexis Lamitas fifth, and myself and JD last. But I had fun. I got 2-0'd. I mean, I got 3-0'd. I went 2-0 out. I beat Alexis one game. I got really smashed, which was probably not a good way to go into the tournament. But in the end, I had fun. And I could promise you guys there will be another one. But I can't promise you it will be Street Fighter 4. It's probably going to be 5. And I don't know when that's going to take place. But it will happen. And I really had a fun time. And I hope next time it's going to be bigger. I hope there's like a cool trophy and all this cool shit. I want to make like a little tiki trophy. That would be pretty cool. But we'll see what happens.
It was kind of crazy this time, man. We just glad it all worked out. I'm glad we had the fucking tournament, to be honest, man. So
I'm glad
it was looking scary for a second.
It was looking really scary. I'm not gonna say I was freaking out for a little bit, but
what do you mean a little bit?
But in the end, it happened, and then I was just mad because damn, I don't know, whatever, it happened. You know what? I'm gonna get off my chest. I was only upset because Chad didn't come out, and I just wish. What's it called? I wish like he just gave me like a notice. I mean, it's whatever, but it's like, whatever. Anyway, I'm glad everyone had fun. But to the point was my favorite tournament was the amateur hour tournament. So there were 14 people in this tournament, and can you imagine if the rules for the amateur hour tournament was that anyone from in the Big Kahuna couldn't play in it. So then that was -8 players. But man, if those players could have played in there, 14 plus 8, you do the math, that would have been a pretty cool big tournament, man.
Yep.
But anyway, so that means, Richard and all the other good players couldn't be in it. And man, oh man, were these results crazy, dude.
Yeah, it was a badass tournament.
Like, it was a crazy-ass tournament, man. Like, let me just go through the results, and then we'll just, we'll tell you a story about how these results came to be. Fucking first place was Thorn. Second was Corey Bell. Third was Maku. Fourth was Watts. Tied for fifth was the Mexican Shia LaBeouf, a.k.a. Alejandro. And then WL Gerald. Tied for seventh was Deluxe. And then J-Flow tied for ninth was Psychos, which is Victor from Temecula. D-Lang, which is also another guy from up north. JC.
Yeah, Jay-Z came down. Great tournament.
JC, Tabeo, and then 13th was Combustion and Triox. Man, oh man, was this tournament crazy. Okay, so I'm going to say what I'm going to say first, which is if I was to look at this roster of names, I would have thought that grand finals would have been Thorn and Gerald. Just by looking at these. And that totally fucking, that went out the window. Because, let's see here. So, Gerald lost to Maku, which was interesting. Maku, his Elena was on point to, I guess, the lower player. I'm just joking. No, Maku was doing
lower
really
players
good.
like Gerald.
And then, I don't know, because this tournament was so crazy, I have no idea what the fuck I'm saying. Because the winners finals was Corey Bell.
Two Elenas.
That's crazy, because if you look at this bracket, you would have not, like, I would have never thought this would be a winners final. I'm not dogging on the players. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I think it was badass.
It was sick as fuck because it was like an Elena and a Hugo, and it was like the coolest match ever. I mean, if you guys YouTube it, it's on there. Like Corey Bell versus Maku. Corey Bell like wakes up ultras like Maku like 2 times to win. Like it was bad. It was so badass. Like I think Corey won. He was up 2-1, and the Maku thought it was done, but I was like, it's 3 out of 5. Then it went 2-2. And then it went last game, last round, and then Corey Bell wakes up Ultras and kills him, and like it was like the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah, just the environment around the match was really badass. Everyone was just yelling and clowning around and shit.
Cool.
I had a good time, man. That's what I think was the best part about it.
It was cool because the Big Kahuna was over, so that everybody got to watch the amateur hour tournament. Totally, I was totally watching it, aka in the bathroom, throwing up and laying down.
And crying and shit.
And crying.
Yeah, it was cool.
Shit myself. Can't stop
crying.
But no, but like I said, if I was to look at this bracket, I would have thought maybe Adrian would have came out the top side of the bracket, and then Gerald would have came out the bottom. But nope, that shit went out the fucking window. Everybody was saying, I'm going to quit the game unless certain people win. And then, like, it was just, I was going to say right now, I think it was like I think Gerald said that. Goddamn. Gerald said that he was gonna quit Street Fighter 4 forever if, and I quote, if Adrian himself, Eric, Rico, J Flow. I think those were the 5 people. Like, if any of those 5 people did not win the tournament, he would have quit Street Fighter. But the best part about it was they all had to go through losers because Corey
play each
Bell
other.
and Maku were in the
Bodied
winners.
them,
So
yeah.
they had to play each other. And then it just, like, and they pretty much had to take each other out. And then in the end, Thorn came through. But, you know.
And he almost didn't come through. It was close.
And he almost didn't come through. And from what I heard, though, when I was, like, laying down, was I just heard the healing. And it was, like, a crazy match. I watched it. Jesus Christ. Like, I think, because Corey was coming from winners, right?
Yeah.
And then Adrian had to reset it. So I think Adrian, like, 3-0'd him in the winner's side. But then when it went to the reset, like, it went down.
When it came to the real shit, it got real close.
Yeah, it went 2-2 last game. And the last thing I saw was that if, like, Corey did an Ultra. And all I got to say, if that Ultra landed, all those people's fighting game careers would have been done. Because, but Adrian backdash, because, you know, Rose has the best backdash in the world. But man, oh man. And if you guys have time, please watch that, dude. It's on the
it's definitely worth a watch.
It's on the Tank Top Friday YouTube channel. We'll post it up later. So are all the Big Kahuna matches. I uploaded all of them on YouTube. Hey man, they're in 720p. I mean, that's one more away from 1080p, so it's not that bad.
1080, 420p, blaze it faggots.
The sound quality isn't that bad. It sounds pretty good. But then our next announcement from that is that we were having trouble with the audio equipment, and I have honestly no idea what I'm doing with that shit. But I got a smart.
None of us do, but it's fine.
I got a smart team of people with me. But TTF blew up. Yeah, I got a smart team of people with me. But yeah. And then when they all left and it was just me, I figured it out, and then it's working now. I plugged everything in. You can hear both mics from, you know. You can hear each other on both mics. It's all connected to the mixer. Now the thing that we have to work on is just to make like the commentary sound just right, and the game volume sound just right. So hopefully, you know, tomorrow at TTF it sounds all good for you guys. And yeah, I hope people show up tomorrow at TTF. And our next topic, or before I close out into that, Vince, do you have anything else to say about the amateur hour tournament and the Big Kahuna?
It was badass. Thanks everybody for coming out, you know, and give me feedback on how the commentary sounds if you actually do watch the matches, and dicks and butts.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone that came out. I keep saying it. It's true. It's not me. It's you guys. It's the scene that comes out. Thank you for it's the players that make it happen. If it wasn't if there were no players, there would be no scene. You know what I mean?
What the hell would we do?
That's how easy it is. I mean, if none of you guys came out, then there'd be no point to there'd be no you know, thank yous or anything. So I'm really glad you guys come out. I'm really glad. A lot of positive feedback. I'm glad you guys liked it.
The guarantees, you know.
The guarantees. Hey, everyone got paid out, man. Everyone got paid out, and everybody got those extra prizes that really meant a lot to a lot of people, which were really badass. It was cool seeing everyone take pictures with their prizes on the internet, the Facebook. Lovo enjoyed his cereal or his oatmeal. I fucking finished all the Big Lee Chew. It was just really cool. And
Manny totally got all his, you know.
Poor Manny. First of all,
God bless you, Manny.
First of all, Manny did not know how to open the Sour Patch Kids right. And then he got caught in casual and did not get to eat any of his own food, man. But it was cool. But you know, my favorite prizes wasn't the Kern. It was the Mountain Dew and the Doritos, because that really sounded good at the time. I was like, damn, I'm really thirsty. Go for this Mountain Dew, and I'm really I really hope that Sebastian and Alexis played for the Code Red, but I don't think they played for it. But anyway, so this is where I shift the gears and talk about future events of the FGC. And what I want to start pushing is I want to push the last season of the TTF Ranbats. Or not the last, yeah, the last season. Season number 2, and it's just season number 2, and it's called the Farewell to Street Fighter 4. So basically, where's the picture at? I made a cool picture. I guess this picture does not exist, cause I keep running into the fucking the Goodbye Moon Man picture.
Yeah, Goodbye Moon.
Yeah, when did I make that? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm dumb. I'm infinite. All right. So starting August 28th, which is a Friday, will be the start of Season 2 Street Fighter Red Bat, the farewell to Street Fighter 4. So what's going to happen basically is it's going to be a regular old Rambat. Top 8 gets points. I don't know how much it's going to be. It's only going to be once a month. So it might be like a whole $10. So 5 goes to the pot, and then like 250 goes to the ranking battle pot, and then 250 goes to the house. And then in the end, you split top 3, or you split the Ranbat, the pot money between type whatever. Who cares? But the guarantee, I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at you. And as Vince as my witness, as you 11 viewers plus like 10 whatever, I'm guaranteeing that I'm gonna throw in. I'm gonna flip a coin of how much money I'm gonna throw in. So it's up to this coin that I don't have.
Okay.
Let me move this chair.
Oh my god, what the hell's going on?
Did you hear that? That was like, yeah. All right. Got the Matt soundboard going on. Okay, I got the coin. Okay. Hey, Gollum, you're here. We're gonna talk about Danger Room later and how bad of a blow up it's gonna be. But, so I'm gonna say heads. If I flip a heads and this little dime, I'll throw lots of dime. I'll throw $100 in. If I flip a heads, I'll throw $100 in to the pot. If it's a tails, I'll just throw in $50 like I did for the last one. All right. So I'm guessing people are gonna want heads and I'm gonna want tails. But let's figure it out. All right. So coin flip. I flipped it. Go like that. It's a tails. I'm sorry.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. But you know what?
Is there even a heads on the coin?
Is
Probably
there,
not. You know.
Tell me. Is there?
You decide.
But you know what? That was all for nothing. Cause guess what? Hey, I'm throwing $100 into the main pot anyway. So
okay.
I'm guaranteeing you one point. Vince, you point to. So I'm guaranteeing you. Vince is gonna guarantee you.
Guaranteed
$100 into the main pot for Street
Guaranteed.
Fighter. For Street Fighter. Okay?
Guaranteed shirts, you know. See you guys there. Can't wait.
Dude, those shirts are gonna be badass, man. But when they happen. But yeah, all the cameras all messed up. But yeah, so
everything's messed up, don't
man,
worry.
Well, I don't know what to talk about because I really need to take a shit, man. I'm sorry. The Lupio look, I haven't seen that name in a while, dude.
Neither have I. He guaranteed.
Alright. So man, Vince, can you do me a solid, dude?
What?
Can
You want me to take a shit for you?
I'll take a shit, dude. I don't know.
Gotta talk about something. What do you want to talk about, man?
Dude, I don't know.
What do you want to talk about, chat, since you're in here?
Yeah, you know what, chat? I'm sorry, I gotta take a dump. This is the first. Vince is gonna entertain you guys for like a couple minutes, dude. I'll be right back.
Alright, since we gotta deal with this delay, what do you guys want to talk about, except for people posting weird pictures and shit in the chat? You know what? Fuck it. Let's see. I'll just link you the Ebony Goddess of the week right now, and Cody doesn't see it because he doesn't care about it anyways. It's Bria Miles. She's black as fuck. Get body. He's that crispy red wife beater. Yeah, this is the crispy one, man. It's the good shit. The coming exhibition match is Audric. Hey, you want to put that shit on stream? We could do it. Let's see. Who do we have for that? We have... Let me consult the chat. Jason. Jason's not going to be there. He's going to be at a gay orgy that day, so he can't do it on Friday. I'll be there. I'm pretty sure Triox is bringing apples or some shit, so that's pretty badass. I don't know if B-Rye will be there. Don will probably be there. Robert, getting him to come out would be interesting. And Jorge. So that's pretty good. Hey, man, if you want to run that shit on stream, let me know. That sounds pretty good. Oh, Tomato's in the chat. You said you couldn't come, though, right? So maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Maybe there'll be commentary, too, now that that shit's set up, even though nobody else at TTF knows how to do it. Bring carrots? Hey, bring whatever the fuck you want, man. We could do that. It's pretty cool that you're doing it. I'm not sure if you're going to make a call-out while or do any of that weird shit, but if you do, good for you also. I don't know if anybody's watching this bullshit right now either, but apparently Steven's supposed to be there, so check that shit out too. Me versus Audric? Yeah, that's a match that's been in the making for many, many months, but none of us, we just keep not doing it because Audric has to leave early and stuff, so maybe now it'll finally happen. And I could probably show up a little earlier this time since, I don't know, don't worry about it, but maybe I could show up earlier. What the fuck is this Dropbox? Oh, it's a picture. Nice. Damn, the Mountain Dew and the Doritos are so powerful, dude. That's good shit. And Manny holding that comic that he's not going to read because he doesn't know how. It's decent. It's not that bad, I don't think. Let's see what else is happening. I don't know if this beta is ever coming back for Street Fighter 5, but that shit updated today. If anybody has a PS4, so update it. Even though you won't be able to fucking play it anyways. Dicks and butts. If anybody's not playing Dota, you should be playing Dota right now. Get into the secret sessions that don't exist for that game either. Why is this on Dropbox? I don't understand what Dropbox even is. Isn't that just where you put porn and shit? Hey, it's a fucking GIF. If you click them back and forth, they just move a little bit. That's kind of cool. That's the better one. They're both, yeah, they're both what they are. What's up with this weird angelic light above the top of them, too? And I feel like you should have zoomed in on Mika a little bit more. She doesn't really have enough screen space. But otherwise, it's pretty good. Clanks are bust. It goes for my phone? What does that mean? Is Cody back? It sounds like he's done shitting. That was like the fastest shit ever. That sounds bad.
All right.
Yeah, there he is.
What were we talking about, Vince? I'm sorry.
We're just ranting about stuff. There's pictures in the chat of the Big Kahuna and Mika. Stuff like that, you know?
Oh, people took pictures? That's cool.
Yeah, just the one that Jason put up. The same one.
All right,
If
my
you click
bad.
both of them, they move.
Yeah. I started, like, eating healthy, and it's, like, fucking up my stomach. So, like,
You're just eating more diarrhea?
just eating. You know, it comes from my ears, like, easy shit, right? Anyway. Woo! Man, oh, man. Okay, so, let's talk about. I want to talk about the Rambat more. I'm sorry. Oh, man, that's such a cool picture. Anyway. So, Rambat, 28th Street Fighter, points-wise, join, play. Mostly, I'm throwing in $100 guaranteed in the Rambat pot in the end. What else did I want to say about that? I just hope you guys come out. It doesn't matter how many points you have, blah, blah, blah. Because it doesn't matter about the points, just play.
Just support the scene, man. That's all that really matters.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna try to message, or I'll post in other fight scenes about, hey, come out, blah blah blah. We'll make this thing huge. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Ranbat. I love Ranbats, dude. Ranbats were my favorite things ever. Since the FFA Third Strike Ranbats, I enjoyed the concept, the idea of it, and you know, I just like it. But
Yeah, Rembats are pretty cool, just for that reason.
you need people to be in the Ranbats. And let's talk to what's it called? Let's talk about what's talking about? Marvel. Let's talk about Marvel. Today's special guest was supposed to be Uncle Matt, but he was busy today.
At the gay sex orgy, yes.
At the gay sex orgy. But Danger Room was supposed to is supposed to happen the 28th, which is the same day as the Ranbat. And what Danger Room is pretty much the Marvel Big Kahuna. But the thing is that man, I don't know. Marvel is an interesting scene of people, I guess. But I can always count on people. I can always count on Johnny. I can always count on Fuji Apples, Gollin, Certified, Tree Killer. And I'm sorry if I miss anyone, but because those guys always come out, and then so I always get sad because I want to throw Marvel tournaments or at least low roller tournaments for these guys, but there's only 4 people, man. And then there was only like 5 people Monday at the Salt Mines and they had a round robin, so they really couldn't do a tournament. So how do you have this event that is meant to, you're supposed to have a round robin, right? And each winner, or the top 2 winners, go into a pool, an 8-man bracket. But I don't know how I can do that when there's only 8 players in the Marvel scene. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's hard, man. It's hard to. I want to throw events for Marvel, but I don't know who's gonna come out. I don't think people will come out to them. And then there's some people who don't like going to TTF, while there's others that do. And the whole point, I'm not gonna have it at the Salt Mines because the whole point is having them at TTF because they're TTF events. I don't know. My plan B, I'm gonna announce what the plan B is, and the plan B was to have a high roller tournament, and then the high roller tournament would be like if I get 10 people in this tournament, or more, 10 or more, or even 8 or more. Who cares? 8 or more. If I get 8 or more people at a Marvel tournament in San Diego at TTF at $20 a head, and the $20 goes straight to the pot, I will throw in $100 to the main pot. That's plan B, is to have a high roller tournament. But I'm not giving up hope on Danger Room. I am gonna make a Facebook event page. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna tell people to. We're gonna have Matt next week. Hopefully, we're gonna talk about it, and maybe since Matt is pretty much the father of Marvel, like Viscant, even Jay. Hopefully, Jay can come out to this. And maybe I don't know. Maybe Matt can say something, and then it'll get people wanting to go. But the with Street Fighter is I have faith in my Street Fighter scene. I have faith in the community of San Diego as a Street Fighter scene because I know they'll come out. I know they'll come out because they've showed support 100% behind Big Kahuna and behind any other event in San Diego. You know what I mean? But Marvel, I can only rely on a couple of people. That's all I can say. And then nothing against you guys. It's just that I don't see you guys come out.
Just show up, man.
Just show up, man. That's all you have to do is show up. It's not like when Street Fighter 5 comes out, and then everything's gonna be on PS4. There's not gonna be there's gonna be 4 extra fucking Xboxes at the house, man. They're all gonna be Marvel. You know what I mean? Unless we all just start playing fucking King of Fighters or something. I don't know, but that'd be pretty cool. But
yeah, that'd be cool.
But no, I want Marvel. If we could finish a Marvel Ranbat, then I'm pretty sure we can do this. And for you guys that are tuning in, I'm guaranteeing the money. I'm not gonna fucking
wink, wink,
wink, wink. I'm not gonna delay the payout. If I do, please fucking just never show up at TTF and spam nothing but bad news on Twitter, on Facebook, or the world about how shitty the TO at TTF is, and I will back you up. I will fucking tweet. I will retweet your post. You know what I mean? But no. So I'm just hoping that the Ranbat does well and Danger Room does well, and I'll probably work on what's it called, an event page tonight for both events. And like I said, next week we should have Matt on here, and hopefully it won't be muted the first 5 minutes, and then Matt will be on here.
It will. It's not the same if it's not like that. There has to be something wrong with it every time.
And then Matt will come here and talk about Marvel, and then I don't know. I don't understand how as Street Fighter players we all can play other fighting games. I know I can play Marvel. I know Gerald can play Marvel. Richard can play Marvel.
I can play Marvel.
I'm pretty sure Vince can play Marvel.
I play all the time.
Although everyone can play Marvel. But then a Marvel player, will they sit down and play Street Fighter with us? Barely. That's why, why I like Matt? I like Matt because he's excited for Street Fighter 5.
And he came out to the first Ranbat also.
He came out to the first 3 Ranbats for Street Fighter, dude.
Matt will be muted. Yeah, of course.
Jason, no, Jason, shut up. I mean, no. Yeah, Jason's he's good, man. I don't know. It's not hard, dude. Just cross the scenes.
Yeah, cross the streams, man.
Cross the streams. Psst. I don't know. I'm not ragging on anyone, but hey, come out. Tomorrow's a Low Roller Friday. If you guys don't know what a Low Roller Friday is, it's a $3 tournament. Hence the name Low Roller. If I get enough people for fucking Marvel, we'll have a Low Roller for Marvel. If I get 8 people, at least 8 people interested, I'll have a Low Roller for Marvel. But with that said, am I missing anything, Vince? I talk about pretty much the Ranbat, talk about the Danger Room. And
that's what we really want to talk about, and we wrapped up Big Kahuna. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of it. It's kind of slow week this time.
Is there anything you want to bring up? Anything cool happening?
See you guys at SCR, man. That's all I can really say.
All right, see you at SCR. Got it. You know what's happening tomorrow too? I think Audric, he wants to fight a lot of people.
Yeah, no, we talked about that while you were taking shit.
Oh, did you? Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Good.
Always. You can recap it if you want.
Well, anyway, I think Audric called out a couple of people. He just wants to get better. Audric is our Ryu of the scene. Always looking for a fight. Always looking to get better. And then I don't think he called out people. He just wants to play these people because he wants a better understanding. And then he wants to stream it, and he's gonna stream it at TTF. So hopefully, what we will do is stream it tomorrow, or the matches he can play, and then maybe we'll get some commentator on it, and it should be fun. But with that said, we're almost done. Quick recap: we talked about how my mic was muted for a good couple of minutes. Some of the SRK news, SCR. We hope that Super comes back soon. Talked about the Big Kahuna, the Amateur Hour tournament. And we talked about TTF events such as the low roller tomorrow, casuals. Vince, will you be coming out tomorrow? Maybe.
Yeah, if I have to drive out myself, which is looking like it, I'll be out there, and maybe that means I can stay a little bit later this time. So yeah, I'll be
We'll see
there.
what happens. We'll see what happens.
Maybe you can even get me to play a few matches. We'll see.
Right on. We'll see what happens. And then talked about Danger Room, the Ranbat, and yeah, that's about it. Pretty much support your scene, support your local community. Don't be scared. Salt Mines or San Diego Lounges on Mondays with Marvel tournaments and casuals for Street Fighter and other games.
And Tuesday's Hearthstone, even though it didn't happen last time.
Yeah, Tuesday's Hearthstone. It was
and OFC.
It was a pretty small turnout on Tuesday because I guess it didn't have a stream. But hey, every event can't be a fucking extravaganza. Wednesday, support your secret local casuals. Thursday, Smash Thursdays at San Diego Lounge. I'm not a fan of the game, but God bless their community because those guys are crazy.
They come out to play.
Their game. They come out and play. Friday is Dust Suit Fridays at San Diego Lounge, which is anime fighters and a bunch of cool random shit. Mitchell runs that shit, and then there's a shitload of cool people there. Dio is a badass if he still goes out there.
He's definitely still in Mexico, so that's.
Oh, is he? Damn. Yeah. Okay. Well, Dio's a badass anyway. Drake is a badass. Hudson's a badass. All the anime people.
The whole cast over there of characters is pretty badass.
Even
They're
the
all
people that don't talk to me when I talk to them and they just like nod and say random words are badasses. Like I was playing that Elfeld guy for like a million games and I did not talk to him, but that guy's really cool, dude. Everyone's really cool at Dust Soup. And then Friday, if you want TTF on Fridays also. That's more of a
don't support that.
Don't support TTF. Don't support it. But if you do play Street Fighter, come through. And then this Saturday is OFC. You can always kind of wish John for making an event page 2 days before the event. But it's going to happen.
See you guys there, man.
So see you guys there. It's going to be, late start probably like always. But hey, we'll see you there. And before we get into this call-out wall, like I keep telling myself, Vince, is there anything? No, nothing? You want to recap
No, that's good.
Okay. So support your scene, blah, blah, blah. Before we get into Vince's, I'm sorry, I keep talking right now. But now, call out wall, hot or not, and Vince's Ebony Goddess of the week. So Vince, you can start us off, bud.
Yeah, I did the Ebony Goddess, but it looks like Jamal just got here, so I'll repost it. It's Bria Miles. She's been on it a couple times, but for some reason I keep seeing her picture getting posted all over the place this week. So she's the Ebony Goddess again. Nice. God bless her for losing all that weight. I didn't think she needed to, but good for her.
Oh, she was a little bigger back in the day?
Yeah, a little bit, but not by too much.
Oh, nice. Is she like an actor or actress or a model?
She's been in some rap videos, model, stuff like that.
Okay, she's a video.
One of those.
Oh,
yep.
Good for her. Okay, so call out.
There's that. Anybody that doesn't support their local scene for whatever game it is, and then you complain and bitch about, oh, there's nothing to do, nobody plays, blah, blah, blah. If you're not coming out, you're hurting the scene, and fuck you, and go out and play.
Yeah.
Just those people. And hot or not, Corey Bell, off of his recent great performance again. He's been on it a few times now, but Corey Bell again. I think he's been on my list at least 2 times so far. So
Okay.
Corey Bell again, hot or not, even though we already know the answer.
All right.
And Jason Back just got here.
So sick. Okay, so
you're out of time. You missed all the sick audio issues.
My call out are people who don't support your scene, you're killing them. I'm not gonna go through a sob story or anything, but yeah, you're killing our scene.
You're truly poisoning the scene.
Just because you heard one guy talk about, if one guy says something about something, but people still go out there, I'm pretty sure there's something going on. You know what I mean? Like you should. What was I gonna say? Yes, it's true. I'm gonna get this off my chest. Fuck it, who cares? I'm over it. The Ranbat winners of the last season, it took me a damn long time to pay them out, and I talked to them, and luckily enough, they were good enough people to let me get away with that. But that is something I should have never done, and I totally understand, point of view of people, but that shit will never happen again.
Guaranteed.
But in the end, they did. Well, they still got paid out. You know what I mean? And the goal was to pay him out before Evo. Thank God that happened. Richard, poor Richard. Yeah, it's not gonna happen again. And if that's a reason, fuck it, dude. Who cares? Support another. Just whatever. You're poison. I don't care. Whatever Vince said. I'm pretty much just copying Vince's. thingamajigger. And my hot or not, man, I haven't done a knot in a while, but yeah. I'm thinking of like I've been watching a lot of TV lately. Is there anyone on TV that was pretty hot?
I'm glad you approved, Jamal. I figured you might. I'm glad you showed up on time, man, because I did it earlier and I was like, I bet Jamal's not here, so hopefully he shows up.
I can't think of a hot or not. I'm just gonna like go with I'm gonna go with Demi Lovato, I guess, because I've been listening to a lot of camp rock.
Yeah,
Music.
you've been in the Demi Lovato vortex.
And I was in the Demi Lovato vortex, and then "This Is Me" is like probably one of the coolest songs she ever did. And then I went to Walmart like in 4 a.m, and then she was on the cover of Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, she's on 2 different covers actually. There's a racy one and a non-racy one.
And then like fucking, it was badass. Anyway, she's hot as fuck to me. I think I'm kind of down for the crazy Demi Lovato, or before she attacked her backup dancer.
When she beat up the backup dancer with the phone and shit. Yeah. When she's real butt chinned out and shit and the fucked up teeth.
Thank
yeah,
you, Demi
definitely
Lovato. Hot or not, call out list. Anyone not supporting their scene. I don't know. We're done. Next Thursday, we will have Uncle Matt as a guest. Hopefully, we'll talk about Marvel. We'll preach the good word about the Marvel scene. And then okay, honestly, in the end too, I'm gonna call it myself. It took me so long to watch Rick and Morty. I've always known of it, and then, like the clips crack me up so much. But I finally binge watched it. Blinding. Anyway, I watched them all in one sitting basically, and then I did it again the next day, and then I did it again yesterday, at least for season 1, and that is the most funniest fucking show I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I regret that it took me that long to watch it also, but great show, great experience.
And then it was just the days of Adult Swim, because I have like all the Aqua Teen Hunger Forces on DVD and shit. And then it just reminded me of like better times and shit. Venture Brothers, it's up there with Venture Brothers and that shit with me, man. Great show. It was an awesome show, and I love it. I can quote that shit for days. And yeah. So tomorrow's TTF. I hope you guys tune in. Like always, thank you for coming out and listening, tuning in, blah blah blah. Vince, you want to plug yourself in really quick?
My days 138. If I ever stream again, maybe the Grand Tournament comes out, maybe I'll stream. Purple_cabbage_ on Twitter, and on commentary for whatever the hell other stream is happening on Fridays, if one exists.
All right, and you can find me at Unprotected Sex. The E is a 3 on that bad boy.
Rick Steezy, 3Es.
I've been streaming a lot of Dark Souls. For some reason, my Xbox froze on me, so I played Hearthstone. And follow me on Twitter at Unprotected Sex. And with that said, the podcast is done. I apologize earlier for all the little whatevers that happened, but
I don't. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's gonna be uploaded.
I think it's funny.
Shut up. It's gonna be uploaded, and then I'm gonna put it on YouTube, all that shit. Anyway, thank you. It's all to you guys. I love you all. Hope to see you guys at TTF. Hope to see you guys at future events. Lan Diego for us coming up. We'll talk about that later. But tune in next Thursday and tune in tomorrow. You guys all have a great night. God bless. And yeah, I love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And yeah, thank you.